Hey guys, how's it going? So, another week, another update, and this time we have a Raid's Dream, the Strike Custom. This suit is scary and terrifying to play against as a support player. It has a beam that will insta-stagger, no extra tricks. It has 3 different things that it can melee with, which is insane, and one of them hard staggers. It is a 450 ground or space at level 1, and so 500 at level 2. And well, here, let's just look at the video. Spark Knuckle is insane, and oh, and also the Spark Knuckle also renders the. It's pretty much getting hit with a heat rod, so your radar goes for a while and you can't aim. And it has the new Demon Blade system, which is kind of like Hades or Exam. We'll talk about that here in a second. So here, we'll go ahead and bring it up. It's got these daggers as a primary. That's one of the secondaries with the sabers. So there we go. Daggers are primary. There's the Spark Knuckle. Hard Stagger. It goes into the Exam type mode. Those dual blades, again, are just its own thing for a secondary weapon. And then it has the Striker's dual beam saber, which is pretty cool. You can change that out for the daggers if you'd rather that. But yeah, this suit is crazy scary and looks pretty insane. Also, when you activate the Exam, you have no dodge rolls to begin with, but it does give you double dodge roll for activating this. I don't know I said Exam, but Demon Blade mode. So far, do not know if there is a reduction in your defense, like in Hades. Hopefully it's not too bad if there is, because I know Hades felt pretty bad if that was a thing. So hopefully not the worst thing for it to have some defense reduction, because I mean it looks aggressive AF right now. So probably might have it just because it looks kind of like a berserk type suit kind of thing. You go hard, and I mean just look, it's in red letters there. So yeah. Moving on, haven't we already had this? I think that's the same normal suit. And have we already had is this the same thing like 3 weeks in a row? I feel like that's just been the same thing. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like we've already had that up. Moving on though, the Dwodge got added level 3, 500 cost to the lottery, which is pretty cool. The Dwodge is a very solid raid suit, starting at 400 cost, and having a 500 version of it is pretty nice. As far as does it hold its own, well, with the buffs that the Dwodge got before, I think it might still be a contender even at 500 cost to go in. I mean, with even with like this new suit, and actually have some competition there. Let's see. And this is just the talking about the rates and stuff, so nothing extra, no shadow suits looks like. Moving on, here we go. We have, okay, so this is just pointing to that. We do have this. I'll go ahead and skip here. Half off for your first step up, so it's a 4-step step up. At third and fourth, you get a guaranteed 3-star. At the second, you get 1.5 times 2-star materials. And again, half off, so 15 tokens for a 10 spin. Definitely going to be doing that. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more than just the 15 spin. I'll probably save the rest of my tokens. But there you go. There's the step up. Okay, moving back though, we have the boosted supply drop rates. I guess next thing is the ticket shop. So we got the full armor level 2. Probably going to be picking that up, to be honest. The weapons rack level 4 and the Gogu cannon level 2. I would say even though the Gogu cannon level 2 definitely could compete with some of its new buffs, personally it's a little too high of a skill cap, because that beam has all of its damage weighted in it, and it can be an issue if you miss that. It feels pretty bad when you miss, but the thing is, it feels so good when you hit. I could imagine like a level 3 probably does like 6k plus damage to a suit. Definitely a really strong beam, but again, I'm probably going to go with the full armor. I still only have the Zommel and the gun cannon. I did actually just get on my 10 spin that I got baited on, for real though, 4 Gal carriers in a row, silver boxes. Slightly tilted, just saying. But anyway, it happened. Also, on a 40 count now for not a gold box from my supply drops. Feels kind of oof. But anyway, the full armor, really solid suit. Probably going to pick it up for my 500. Oh yeah, and I got the GM Sniper 2 though, is what I did get out of that 10 spin though. That's what I was going to say. So I do have another 500. Not my thing. Snipers don't really gel with me. That's probably why the Goku Cannon feels so bad, because that beam is kind of like a sniper type suit really. And then you have Bazooka for close combat. The Goku Cannon, though, is kind of an interesting suit because you kind of have that long-range beam, but you really kind of want to get in there and brawl a little bit just to take full effect of its little 3-round rocket thing and the Naginata that it has. So it actually has a good weapon to use for melee. Full armor, though, just a solid suit all around. Good defense, good damage, really easy combo. Kind of like the gun cannon of high cost. You just shoot the cannon, stagger, beam a couple of times, there you go. Weapons rack, in my opinion, the weapons rack is really good at the lower cost, like level 1 and 2. I don't know if the level 4 is worth it as much. You do get the benefits of enhancement bonuses at level 4, but really, I think it comes down to more the lower cost of it being a really good suit. You shoot, you do a lot of damage in that shot, and it's just the one trick, shoot the cannon. In this case, you actually have some splash to it, so it's pretty easy to hit. And when a raid gets on you, you can stagger it with the cannon, swap to the flare, stagger it again, swap to the beam saber, knock it down. Or if you want to combo that back and forth a little more, beam saber it down, pull back, then shoot it. You know, however you got to, just put some distance between you and the raid. Again, though, I don't know if the level 4 is worth it. Depends on what the actual ticket cost is pretty much what would determine whether I'd pick this suit up or not. Anyway, moving on though. We did get a buff for the 01. So the GBO2 finally got a buff. I know everybody's been saying it's been needing one. I thought it was a little bit... It is the least performing general type 550 suit that we have, I think. That is a Stardust Memory suit. So, fair enough. Compared to the Stamen, if you had the Stamen, then you would probably want to use that over this. Now, will these buffs really boost this up that much? I don't know. But having more ammo and not having to reload definitely increases the damage output that this suit has. So, with that said, I'll go over the beam rifle first. We get 100 damage, bringing it up to 1900. We get 2 more shots, so 5 goes to 7 shots. Increased bullet speed when firing. That's going to be interesting to see how fast it goes, because that's an insta-stagger. So if it's really quick, that's going to be insane. And the cooldown time was reduced. So I'm guessing that's the reload time. That would be the only thing that makes sense. I just feel like they used the wrong word there. But I'm pretty sure that's reload time. If the cooldown time means the ready up time for the next shot, then that would be even cooler for just damage output. So we'll see. But I'm guessing that's reload. Looking at the actual unit performance part, though, they buffed the melee attack. And I'm guessing that's all things. So neutral, downswing, and side swing. They reduced the cooldown time upon landing. So, yeah, I don't actually... I'm guessing that's the... Like, you hit the ground, and then, you know, it takes a second for you to, like, get your bearings. I'm guessing that's what that is. I'm guessing you just kind of land, and then you're ready to go. Kind of odd. I honestly thought that was just a standard time thing that affected every suit equally. But, guess that's a thing. I just learned something. So anyway, Goku ground type. Looking at this, we get 500 health, bringing it up to 15,000, and it affects all levels, which is pretty cool. I would say, honestly, the Goku ground type, I think, unless I'm forgetting one right now, is probably what I would say is probably the second to probably the worst support in the game. Probably the worst being the gun cannon, at higher cost at least. Lower cost, you could argue a couple of them. I still say the GM cannon needs a little bit of a buff, but at least it's, well, pretty usable actually. It's just the Zaku cannon is pretty much mostly superior to it in almost every way. still, even with the buffs. But anyway, the Gelgu ground type definitely needed something. Again, they put 2 levels of the gun cannon 2 in. Where's the buffs? So again, the gun cannon 2 still feels pretty bad. It only works well in certain sniper situations, and in a, if you will, competitive environment, you can just avoid it and not put yourself in the line of fire, and then gun cannon 2 is pretty useless. So that definitely needs some kind of buff, just saying. But the Gelgu ground type, I would say, is definitely one of those that is near the bottom for supports. So we get 500 health again, and the beam rifle. This thing, I know a lot of people that use the Gelgu rifle, and I mean, I kind of can't blame them because you get to move around. The prototype was growing on me, so I'm curious to try this suit out again and see if I actually really like it, because I was starting to get used to the prototype as it was. So, reduced cooldown time after usage, which kind of makes me think of the ready up time. So I'm guessing this is the same as what we were talking about the GBO1's beam rifle. So hopefully that's the ready up time. So you shoot, goes faster, and then you shoot again. Hopefully that's what it is, and not just, okay, cool, it overheats. You know, it gets done overheating quicker. If it is that, and you get the ready up time, and that would probably, if it's enough, it'll bring it in line with, like, say, a GM Cannon 2, which, after doing a 1v1 with Emblem, actually gave me some pretty good insight on the GM Cannon 2 with its beam going so fast. I almost could keep him staggered with that. Now, the thing is, just 2 shots and you overheat, so it might be the same way with this. But, yeah, that's pretty nice. And they expanded the hitbox, and for sniper suits, I'll take all the hitbox I can get. For the Gelgu cannon, they upped the hitbox so I can actually hit stuff now with it, and in this case, pretty nice. If it's the same kind of deal, I mean, and I already could hit stuff with this beam rifle pretty well, so pretty hyped, not gonna lie. I'm definitely gonna be trying that suit. Sadly, I don't have an 01 to try, but hopefully it feels good for anybody who plays that suit. Anyway, moving on to the weekend battle stuff, we got Mix Up, then Mix Up Simple Rotation, and Mix Up Target Shuffle Rotation. Now, the clan stuff, I had brought that up here. I was wondering if they were going to do a 12th, like, ranked. So we're going to reload this page just in case they did update it, because the JP1 typically updates faster. So it looks like we still have the same 11th. So maybe the 11th is going to be the last week that we have a clan ranked. So that's going to be the last chance to get the assault ground type GM, the one with the railgun. So yeah, maybe. So it hasn't confirmed yet, but be on the lookout to see if they add a 12th week the next couple of days. But maybe at this point we can consider that this is going to be the last one. Again, I think they updated it a little bit later, like close to about halfway through. I mean, at this time though, we're looking at, I think, the last time when it updated. So, I mean, this could be the last one. Again, we'll find out here definitely by next week. But for everybody looking for clan matches, Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, ace match 500 cost, space 5v5 on Resource Satellite. So yeah, if you can make it, trust me, every clan and anybody who's really wanting that suit, or anybody who runs a clan, will be thanking you for showing up to this. And yeah, I mean, try to make it. Again, it's early. I don't even know if I'm going to make it, but I'm definitely going to be setting my alarm. I'm probably going to actually end my stream tomorrow after the podcast so that I could just go straight to bed and try to be ready for the ranked. But we'll see what happens. Other than that, the 11th one is on a Saturday, 7 a.m., March 7th. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, usual stuff will be down in the description. Links, Twitter, Discord, Twitch, all that stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace.